Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children. Today we are going to see the approaches of recording transactions. This approaches of recording transaction is divided into two. One is accounting equation approach, another one is traditional approach. See, in accounting equation approach, we have one formula to calculate the assets. Okay, so capital plus liability equal to asset. So capital, you know very well, it is the owner's equity. This is owner's contribution, isn't it? And then liability is the outsider's equity. So we both calculated in the sense, we both capital and liability, if we are adding in the sense, we will be getting the assets. Okay, so this is the formula of accounting equation, children. Then already we saw this traditional approach, personal, real and nominal accounts. We have one golden rule also, isn't it? So we with the help of golden rule, we calculate the journals. We put journals, isn't it? So that we will see later. Now we are going to see the sums accounting equations. Okay, copy this, children. See, children, now we are going to see one example. Okay, see, increase in capital, increase in asset. Okay, see, in accounting equation, both the capital and liability and the asset, both the sides should come equally. Okay, see here, commenced business with cash rupees 1 lakh. Okay, here commenced in the sense started, already I said, no. See, started business with cash rupees 1 lakh. So here the capital is 1 lakh, isn't it? So capital is 1 lakh and then this is the asset also. So asset is also 1 lakh. So how I will tell you clearly. See, A is starting a business. Okay, this is the business concern. See, A is investing 1 lakh capital. Okay, 1 lakh he is investing as a capital. So overall this company is having an asset also 1 lakh only. Okay, so capital is also 1 lakh. Overall asset is also 1 lakhs only. Okay, so 1 lakh only he is investing. Okay, so that is why the capital equal to asset. Okay, so capital also 1 lakh and then the overall the company's asset is also 1 lakh only. Okay, do you understand, children, this one? You copy this. Last example we saw, commenced business with cash. So cash rupees 1 lakh I said, no. So capital is also 1 lakh and then asset is also 1 lakh. Asset they have in cash only. Okay, so overall the company is having 1 lakh asset as well as capital. Okay, now we are going to see decrease in liability and decrease in asset. How I will tell you. See, paid creditors rupees 10,000. So sometimes we made purchase, credit purchase we made and then we have to pay to that particular person, isn't it? So 10,000 we have to pay. So see what will happen, cash is going outside. Okay, cash is going outside. Okay, so for example, if they are have 1 lakh rupees, he is having asset, isn't it? This is the capital plus equal to asset. Okay, he is having and then now he is going to take from cash and then he is giving to the creditors. See how I am doing. Capital plus liability equal to asset. This is the formula, isn't it? So capital, how much he is having? 1 lakh. Isn't it? So 1 lakh he is having plus 0 and then asset also he is having 1 lakh only. So what we are going to do now we are going to pay to the creditors. Creditor is a liability. Okay, so taking the amount from the asset. So 10,000 we are taking and then we are going to pay to the liability. Okay, 10,000 we are going to pay. So automatically what will happen? The capital also will reduce, the cash will also reduce. Here what will happen? Minus 10,000. Okay, so automatically 90,000, and then here they pay the liability, and then here also 90,000. So overall capital plus liability equal to asset, and then he is taking the amount from capital and paying to the creditors liability. Oh, this is the creditors. Okay, they are paying to the creditors. So automatically what will happen? Capital also will reduce and asset will also reduce. Do you understand, children? Copy this. See children, one more example we can see. Decrease in one asset and increase in another asset. Okay, see, bought furniture for cash rupees 5,000. So furniture is also asset and cash is also asset, you know very well. It is a real account, isn't it? So capital plus liability equal to asset, only the formula. So already we saw last example, 90,000 we got 90,000 capital and 90,000 asset we got. So in that, how we are going to write this sum, we will see. See, furniture is also asset, isn't it? So 5,000 rupees, this is cash. Okay, cash plus furniture, now we are purchasing. Furniture we are going to purchase now. So cash asset we are having 90,000. In that we are going to take 5,000 rupees, and then what we are going to do? We are going to buy the furniture. So 5,000 rupees worth of furniture is coming inside. Okay, so it will never affect the liability or capital, because the capital will be 90,000 only. Why? Because only we are taking the cash and then we are purchasing the furniture. So automatically the one asset is going out and one asset is coming inside. So it will never affect the amount. Okay, so 90,000 we got, and then taking 5,000, and then again furniture is coming inside 5,000 rupees. So overall again we have 90,000 rupees only. Okay, so here you can subtract and see, that is very easy for you to understand. So 85,000 you will be getting, no? So here you have 50,000. So overall you can see both the sides you will be getting 90,000 only. Okay, so overall you will be getting 90,000 only. So do you understand, children? See, capital plus liability equal to asset. Asset, how much we are having in cash? 90,000 rupees we are having. See, now we are going to purchase another asset. Okay, so taking from one asset and then buying another asset. Okay, so 5,000 we are taking and then we are purchasing 5,000 worth of furniture. So here it will never change. So 90,000 automatically it will come, and then here 85,000 should come here, and then 5,000 furniture if you are adding, in the sense again you will be getting 90,000. So both the sides will be equal, in the sense it is correct only. Okay, do you understand? Copy this. See, complete the missing items. Now with the help of this formula we are going to find the missing numbers. Okay, see, 30,000 they have given assets and capital also they have given. We have to find out the liability, in the sense what we should do? We have to subtract asset with capital, isn't it? So 30,000 minus 20,000, you will be getting what? Liability. How much? 10,000 you will be getting, isn't it? And then they didn't give asset. Here they have given capital and liability. You know the formula, capital and liability, if you are adding, in the sense you will be getting the asset. So 25,000 plus 30,000, you will be getting 55,000 asset. Okay, and then they have given asset and liability. So you have to find out the capital, in the sense both if you are subtracting, in the sense automatically you will be getting the capital. So 40,000 minus 30,000, you will be getting 10,000. Okay, do you understand this? See, if they are asking missing in the completing the missing items, in the sense you have to find out like this. So if the asset equal to capital plus liability, so capital plus liability you can easily find out the asset. If they didn't give the liability, in the sense you have to find out asset minus capital you will be getting the liability, and then asset minus liability you will be getting the capital. Okay, do you understand this, children? Copy this. Now we move on to the sum. Show the accounting equation on the basis of following transactions of Rani, who is dealing in automobiles. Started business with cash 80,000, goods bought on credit from Ramesh 10,000, purchased furniture for cash 6,000, paid creditors by cash 8,000. Okay, now we move on to the sum. First we have to put one table or column. In the book of Rani you have to write. Okay, and then see children, first you have to write transaction. Okay, and then you have to write assets, and then you have capital plus liability. Okay, liability you have to write like this. Okay, then it will be easy for you to do the sum. First what they have given, started business with cash. Started business with cash. How much? 80,000. So first what you should do, no, here you have to write the cash. Okay, and then stock, and then furniture, because everything they have given in the question itself, because cash also they have given, because they introduced cash only. The business is started with cash only. So cash you have to put one column, and then they are purchasing the goods. So we have goods, stock account. So stock also one column, and then he is purchasing furniture. So that is also asset. That's why I made another column. Okay, so if you are writing like this, it will be easy for you. Okay, first started business with cash. How much? 80,000 rupees. 80,000 stock. And then if asset is 80,000 in the sense, automatically the capital will also 80,000. Okay, capital is also 80,000. Okay, and then what he did, goods bought on credit from Ramesh. So next what we should do, no, credit purchase. Credit purchase you have to put. See, each and every transactions you have to give equation. So here you have to put equation. Okay, so each and every column you have to put equation. So here you have to put 80,000. Here also 80,000. So here and all you are not having anything. Okay. Next, credit purchases. Credit purchase in the sense, stock will come inside, the liability also will come, because we are not going to pay the amount. How much? 10,000 worth. Okay, so 10,000 rupees here you have to write, and then here you should not touch anything. Liability you have to pay in future only, we are going to pay. That's why you have to write it like this. So stock also 10,000 is coming inside, and then liability we have to pay in future. Okay, so 10,000 credit purchase in the sense. Again you have to put one equation. Okay, equation 80,000, same thing it will come, and then 10,000. And then here it will not affect, and then again 80,000 and 10,000. Okay. Next, purchased furniture for cash. So furniture is an asset, isn't it? So we have to write it here, asset column, isn't it? So purchased furniture. How much? For cash. So taking the amount from cash and buying the furniture. How much worth? 6,000 minus 6,000 here. Okay. but 6,000 worth of asset is coming here, isn't it? Do you understand? So how much it is coming? 6,000 minus 6,000, no? So here you will be getting 74,000. It will never affect. So 10,000. Here 6,000. Here nothing will happen, isn't it? So 80,000, 10,000. Because cash we are taking and we are purchasing the asset only. Okay, so it will never affect the capital or liability. Okay, and then paid creditors by cash 88,000. So they are paying to the creditors. So copy this, children. And then we got 74,000 cash and then 10,000 stock and furniture also we bought. So 6,000. Here it will not affect, I said. Now paid creditors by cash. So paid to creditors, isn't it? Paid to creditors. So how much he is paying? 8,000 rupees they are paying. So from the cash they will be taking, no? So from the cash they are taking 8,000 and paying to the liability, creditors. So liability, creditors. Okay, how much they are paying? 8,000 rupees they are paying. Okay, so again we have to calculate. Okay, equation. How much? So 74 in the sense 66,000 you will be getting, and then this 10,000 will not affect, and then 6,000, and then here 80,000, and then here 2,000. Now if you are calculating in the sense both the side you should be getting the same amount. How much it will come? So how much? 82,000 and 82,000 you will be getting. This is the accounting equation. Okay, do you understand, children? Next we move on to the another sum. Show the accounting equation on the basis of the following. Started business with cash 60,000, purchased goods for cash 20,000, sold goods for cash costing 10,000 for 15,000, and then paid rent by 500. See, in this sum also we are going to do same. So that the same tabular column we have to put. Okay. Transaction and then assets. Assets. Next, capital, because here they didn't give any liability. Okay, so that is enough for us. Started business with cash. Okay, started business with cash. How much? Cash you have to write here. Okay, so cash and then stock. Okay, so cash how much it is coming? 60,000. Okay, and then capital also 60,000 only. Sorry. Okay, and then equation. So you have to write the equation. 60,000. Here also 60,000. Then what they are doing? Purchased goods for cash. So purchase goods for cash. How much taking they are? From cash 20,000. So 20,000 they are taking. Again they are purchasing the goods only. So the stock will come. Stock is also asset. So 20,000 we have to add here. Here it will not affect. Okay. So now again you put the equation. See here 40,000. Here 20,000. And here 60,000 only. Again next. Sold goods for cash costing 10,000 and then 10,000 worth of goods they are selling in 15,000. So this is cash sales. So they are selling the goods. Selling the goods in the sense what they will do? They will taking from the stock only. Okay. So what you should do? Sold goods for cash. Okay. Sold goods for cash. So how much they are taking? So 40,000 it will never affect. Okay, wait. See here stock 20,000 is there. In that they are taking 10,000. 10,000 worth of stock they are taking, and then 15,000 they are selling. So 15,000 worth of rupees coming inside. So 10,000 worth of goods they are selling 15,000. Okay, do you understand? So here it should come. So 15,000 coming inside, and then what? See here the capital 5,000 revenue they are getting. See 10,000 worth of goods they are selling 15,000, and then 10,000 minus 15,000 you will be getting 5,000 revenue. Revenue you have to add in the capital only. Okay, now you put the equation. Okay, so 55,000 here, 10,000 here, 65,000. Okay, so 55 plus 10, 65, 65 and 65. Okay, 65,000, and then here also 65,000 you will be getting. So both the side it should be equal, and then we move on to the rent. Okay, paid rent by cash 500 rupees. See, paid rent I said, no? Paid rent by cash 500 rupees they have given. Rent is a expenses. Expenses in the sense we have to take it from the cash only. So minus 500, and then we have to pay. Expenses in the sense both the side you have to subtract. So here also you have to subtract 500 rupees. Okay, overall you will be getting equation. Now you put the equation. So 54,500 you will be getting, and then it will never change. So 10,000, and then here 64,500. If you calculate this both the columns you will be getting 64,500 equal to 64,500. This is the answer. Okay.